So here we are, a couple of days after the very first Women of Stature Global Awards, which was held in the exhilarating, exciting, magnificent city of Dubai. And with me, I have our overall winner. Yes, the overall winner, the very first Woman of Stature Global winner, and she is Charul. Now, Charul, you know, we've been on quite a journey, haven't we? I mean, it started way back. You were nominated at least 4 or 5 months ago that the journey started.
Yes.
And, you know, getting to this point, and I see those trophies behind you. You've got your trophies, you've got your certificates, you proudly displaying them. And so, you know, for me, it's just exciting to have been in Dubai. Point number one, what a beautiful city it is. It was my second visit, but it's changed a lot since I was there. But I think being on this journey with you, getting to know you over this period of time, you're a woman in technology. Technology is what drives every single industry in the world. And it's technology that has actually brought the global village, or making the global village that much smaller, because here we are chatting, you're in Dubai, I'm in South Africa, and it's so easy now to connect. So given the fact that you have just won this award, we'd like to know from you, how did you feel at that very moment when your name was called out as the overall winner, the Woman of Stature Global 2022, and especially being the very first one? What went through your mind at that moment, Charul?
Charlotte, thank you so much. I think you know, there's so much that I have to say, and I'll try and pack it as nicely as possible. I wish I could open my heart and show the overwhelmed feeling inside, right? And the reason for that is, one, the anticipation, because, you know, this event, very beautifully organized by Hadrat Global, and of course, you know, supported by Women of Stature Foundation, which you kind of, you know, steer forward very, very independently. I got into this award when I was at the lowest in terms of my physical health, mental health, which is around January earlier this year. And you know, I was in a place where I wanted to reclaim my throne, if you may, my internal throne, right? Where I was solid, where I was stable, where I knew where I was going, and this award and this accolade is so timely for me, because it reminds me of my own sanity. It reminds me of how much I have accomplished and how far I've come, which I think when we women, you know, start to procrastinate and, you know, sell ourselves short, often lose track of. But yeah, supremely delighted. One of the reasons this is so special, other than my personal journey and how it beautifully intertwines with it, is the way it's conducted. I've been in this beautiful country, which you had the pleasure of visiting not too long back, for over 18 years, and I've seen and experienced enough. What was really incredible about the event organized by Hadrat Global and the Women of Stature Awards was the integrity of the process. How beautifully and meticulously you took us through various stages. Everything was recorded and everything was, you know, accounted for. The whole validation process and the onboarding process, and then the adjunctification process. It was quite an experience, and I think what made me want to continue to pursue this in spite of all the odds and all the delays was just how the process went through. That got me a lot of confidence, and here I sit as the global winner. I was nominated for the technology portfolio, the Women of Technology Award, which I won. Woo-hoo. And and then when 13 of us were standing, I have to admit this, I kind of lost track. I did not know there's going to be an overall winner. I just knew there were, you know, category winners. And I think sometimes it's best left, you know, not known, because then it was a double whammy. I just stood on the stage holding the trophy, and I was very content. My night was made. And then you announced about, the global winner and, what all responsibilities, which sound very exciting to a person like me. And of course, the part where I get to work with, like-minded and beautiful and amazing women like yourself. I think it's a full package in itself. And, to have been not considered for that category, considered for that role is fantastic. It's fabulous. I'm really controlling myself, not expressing my joy. I can be very expressive with lots of sounds and hand movements, but I'm trying to be very poised today, Charlotte, for the viewers not to think this woman is going cuckoo. But it was incredible. One last thing, living in this city, it's this beautiful, beautiful city. There are many people who do many awards, and there are different ways in which, women and men and people in general are acknowledged for their contributions. This by far has been my best experience in terms of, like I said before, the integrity of the process. And outside of my category, when I saw the other category winners, it was very compelling. It was very encouraging to see who all made it to the top. So job well done. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that, because sometimes I feel that maybe we're being overly strict, and maybe the process is almost too long and too drawn out and that, but I'm really glad to hear that how you've experienced it has actually added credibility to the Women of Stature Awards. And that is exactly the reason why Dr. Hawa Shafarai, who invited Women of Stature as their awards partner, and that's the reason why, because she said there are so many awards that are, running on a regular basis within the UAE, and she felt that she wanted to associate their brand, the Hadarat brand, with an organization that she felt had some of these stricter processes in place. So, and then of course, on the evening, without anybody knowing this, because I hadn't said a word about it to anybody, I announced the fact that the overall winner will be winning herself a trip to South Africa to attend our South African Awards in 2023 as our guest of honor. And that came as a complete and utter surprise to everyone. And that I'm assuming that was like the cherry on the top for you to say that you're going to South Africa. So my question to you is, have you not been to South Africa before?
It's funny, almost surreal. I have traveled to, I don't know how many other countries around the world, and I haven't been to South Africa. I think I needed a very good cause and a very good reason. And what better than to travel with Women of Stature and Hadarat Global and come to make an impact, not just explore the beautiful country and come back. So I think that was a cherry on cake for me, because South Africa has been on my, bucket list for the longest time, for all good reasons. The people, my best of the friends here in the city of Dubai, are South Africans. I've worked with many people from South Africa, and, your resources in the sense of natural resources are bountiful. Nature is just amazing. There's so much to explore. But, rather than just coming and exploring, I have a feeling when I come there, I'll also be able to contribute. That just makes it, very balanced and even more powerful.
Well, we certainly look forward to having you in South Africa with us. And obviously, the date is the 11th of March, 2023, and you'll be in Johannesburg, a beautiful, beautiful venue. And we're very excited to have you here with us. But now let's get back to the industry that you are in. So you are a woman in technology. Tell us a little bit about exactly what it is that you are doing. You're running your own company, and what is it that you are specializing in within the technology field?
Sure. Thank you, Charlotte. So our company is called the Mātiti Group. My background is in human capital. I've done it for like donkey years, I think 18 years or more. And then came a time where, me and my partner, we felt we wanted to do something where we enable organizations. Now, every business knows what they want to do because it's their business. But how do we enable them and also empower them to become more efficient, more resilient, more agile, given, today's day and age, in the sense of, very turbulent and very unpredictable market conditions. So with that thought and with that view and vision in mind, we set up Mātiti Group, and we have 6 portfolios under it. We have Mātiti People, which is focused on people services. So you're looking at talent attraction, talent management, doing a lot of work around diversity and inclusion agenda in corporates around the world, mental health, which is really my favorite topic, leadership coaching and development. And that's where I guess the public speaking comes so naturally to me, because I go on so many forums and speak to so many leaders about different agendas. Our next portfolio is Mātiti Tech, and in technology, which is our technology portfolio, I think I can give a little pat on my back, because we've done a lot of interesting work in blockchain and AI, and that really is not just the name of the game today, but I think also this is where the future resides. And with the work we're trying to do, we're looking at, the NFTs and, the crypto and monetizing each transaction. So as the market moves and with the development of technology, this is not an end in itself. It will be work in progress. And I think that's very exciting, because then you have something that you're always creating, something that you're always adding. It's never like you reach a finish line and then you wonder, twiddling your thumbs, what to do next.
Yes.
So
yes.
technology is that piece of ours. We have Mātiti Green, which is our sustainability portfolio, under which we are planting billions of trees around the world, and which is where we leverage technology. So the business has been grown in such a way, Charlotte, that we kind of co-collaborate with each other. So the technology enables green, the green enables the people enables every other vertical, and then it just beautifully blossoms together. So without taking too much of your time, the other 3 verticals, we have a dedicated arm called Mātiti Capital, which focuses on trade funding portfolios. We have Mātiti Meds, which is our trading arm. And we have Activity Network, which is our defense, cyber forensic, and cybersecurity work. So there is technology in literally every piece of the work that we do.
No, that is your professional life. Tell us a little bit about your personal life.
Okay. Personal life. Oh, that's a question that people have not asked me in a long time.
What do you do for fun? So let's start in saying, what do you do for fun? If you're not working, is there a sport? Is there a hobby?
Yeah, so I do a lot of reading. I love swimming. I love walks by the beach. I enjoy baking. I also just enjoy chilling. And they say, relaxation is an art, and I've learned it the hard way. So, just doing nothing sometimes and being with yourself, which for me is the other side of me. And it's interesting you ask, because, that is a side of me that I'm very open to exploring with others and talking about it, is my spiritual journey. So in the last 4 or 5 years, I dedicated my award, if you'll see in the video, to Maitreya Dada Shriji, who is a friend, who is a confidant, who is I don't call him a guru, because he's everything else other than that. And it's not strange. It's a blessing that since I have started my learnings with him and interaction with him, I've literally had people come and tell me, you look different, you've changed, including my parents. And they're like, something about you. And, when we get into the whole discussion about, your inner work, connection with your heart, and, your own spiritual growth, this is where I am in my life. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful journey so far.
Wonderful. And you were talking about relaxation, and it's something we often don't allow ourselves enough time to relax. So where to from here, if I were to say in 1 minute, tell us, what is your future plan?
With Hadarat or with myself?
With yourself. Where do you see yourself going?
So,
besides coming
Charlotte,
to South Africa, of course, for the awards in 2023, where do
yeah,
yourself go?
sure. Without putting a script in my head, this is something which is very naturally flowing to me as you're asking me this question. I'm very fearless and unstoppable right now. And where I see myself is whatever I do, be it technology or something else, because I want to be agile and resilient to how life shapes up and how the conditions around us change and evolve. I want to be able to empower others. I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to lift others up. And I think there is nothing more rewarding and gratifying and joyful than seeing somebody else succeed as much as you want to see yourself succeed. So my view of the world that I would want to live in and where I can contribute is just enabling, empowering, helping, pushing forward, lifting each other up, lending a hand, lending a shoulder if needed, and kind of creating a community which is built around love, not just here, but also
in the
here.
heart. Well, now that's exactly why you won this award and why you are our global winner, because there's a secret to what we're about as Women of Stature, and the foundation is, we certainly need to continue to build a culture of contribution, where we're contributing into the lives of other people. And as much as what we need to fill our own cup at all times, it's always good to know that you are making an impact in the life of someone else. And clearly you ticked all of those boxes, Charul. And I mean, you were adjudicated by quite a tough adjudication panel. And obviously, you needed to fit the profile of what we were looking for. And well done on everything that you've achieved in life thus far. I have a saying, and I always say the world is your oyster, and the sky is, in fact, the sky has no limits, because we can go well beyond that as well. But I think just as a woman to woman, I want to say that I salute you for the woman that you are. I want to thank you so much for being on this journey with us, for accepting your nomination, and for seeing it through to the end, because that was one of the other important attributes that we were looking for in the woman that finally made it on stage. All the finalists that made it on stage were women that stayed the course with us, that stayed committed, that followed through, and that showed up. And I think for us as an organization, these are the women that we seek to work with, to form these partnerships with, to form collaborations with, to work together on projects, and to see how we can add value. And you most certainly are one of the women that I can see we're going to have a beautiful, long journey with. I believe in longevity. I believe in long-term relationships, and just to keep contributing to one another as we move forward in life. So as a closing statement from you, I'd like to ask you, Charul, would you recommend this experience to someone else, and why?
Oh, a hand on my heart to everybody who I think is worthy and ready to be acknowledged by such a credible brand and award. Yes. I think the experience I've had, and you see, this is the beauty of transformation that I want others to experience, is what you experience should not be a private experience. It's not a secret that you want to keep away from others. I think, I'm so glad that you're recording this, and I want people to hear this, because it's not just for me, it's for everybody else to explore. So yes, hand on my heart, anybody who is ready, willing, and worthy because that's important, shall be guided, and you have all my support. And I always say this to fellow women, and I'm sure, Charlotte, we still have to peel some layers with each other in terms of understanding each other's background. I'm sure you've had your journey, but I believe in this saying that if you want to see your rainbow, you have to put up with the rain. So if you really want to get to enjoy that beautiful view of your own rainbow, you have to weather the storm, you have to put up with the rain. And once you've done that, there is something very exciting waiting for you to reveal itself. So yes, my full support to, not because just I won, because of my full experience through the journey, my full support to Hadarat, to Women of Stature. And I'm actually very excited about all the great stuff we will do and achieve together.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Charul, for giving me this opportunity to have a more personal discussion with you around this. Always after this amazing experience and event, we want to settle down and we want to get basically get going. And I think this is the first part of it. And I'd said to all the ladies that won their categories that this is the beginning of something far greater. And we look forward to working with you, Charul. You're an amazing brand ambassador for both Hadarat Global and the Women of Stature Foundation, and the work that we do, and we look forward to watching you grow and develop as we continue on this journey. So thank you so much, and we wish you well. And I just want to say to everybody that's watching out there, watch this space. There is so much that is going to be that's going to happen just following after this amazing summit and the amazing awards and the experience in Dubai. We've got the world is opening its doors to us, and South Africa and the world is just there for any woman to participate in what it is that we are doing. And it's up to you to embrace the challenge. And as I've said to Charul, as well as the other ladies that were there on the night, it's to stay the course, stay committed, dedicate yourself, dedicate the time, and this could be the end result for you, as it has been for Charul. So thank you very much, Charul, and I really look forward to a wonderful future of collaboration with you as our Women of Stature Global 2022